Hello everybody and welcome to Zelda Speedruns, broadcasting the Twilight Princess 80% tournament. This lower bracket round 3, it's D3lighted versus Marco. Commentating for us is Jacquade. Say hello everybody.
Oh. So we got a match between D3 and Marco today. Should be a really good match, actually. Both of these runners are incredibly great at the game. D3 just barely doesn't have a sub 3 right now, and Marco is like closing in on world record. I believe he's within 28 seconds between his PB and the world record, so should be a good race. Oh, I also was seeing, it looks like D3 has his Zora armor splits up today, so we're probably going to see the Zora armor Gorge route from him, and the no Zora armor Gorge route from Marco. So there'll be some route differences fairly early, but by the end of like the halfway point, so around the end of Morphle, they should be on mostly the same route. There's like some minor differences in late game, but they're not, you know, super long amounts of time. Looks like we're about to start. And we're off. So the first thing we're going to see here is a gate clip with the rock. I'm sure most people know what this is, but unfortunately it's not super consistent in terms of getting through the gate. Sometimes it can take a few tries, so hopefully neither of these runners will lose a lot of time. But it's definitely known to happen in races that like somebody will lose 30 seconds to this thing. Like D3 got it first try. And yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. It's just absolutely not within your control. If this happens, you just have to take it. So Marco just lost like 22 seconds or something. He's doing the really safety bit there, even unplugging his controller. But that's just to make sure it works. So, of course, for the next few minutes, we're just rolling towards Tallow. There's not a ton of tricks that I can think of that like really save time. It's basically just rolling, so I don't think we're going to see any major differences in what the runners are doing here. Except that Marco might roll a little bit better. But, you know, D3's at the level where his rolls are pretty darn good. So yes, lots and lots of rolling, and occasional lantern swings. It's interesting, oh right, I was looking at the wrong thing. I forgot that Marco lost so much time to the gate clip there. There's like a couple different methods of like dealing with the lag after you get the small key here. D3 is going to the right around this little pillar. I think there's like some people go left I don't remember which one is optimal exactly, but there's slight difference of opinion sometimes on a few of these things. Of course, these guys both went the same way. So if the gate wasn't bad enough as just, RNG in early game, D3 is about to go into the goats here. Probably be like most of another minute till he gets there. But that's definitely not a lot of fun. Those goats are very finicky in how they behave. So we're gonna hope to see like 20-second flat goats by each of these guys, but it can definitely go higher than that. Alright, so D3 is going to start the goats here. I'm curious which direction he's going to go. Okay, he's going the safer direction. That's interesting. You don't see this every day. He's going left here, which is technically a little bit safer, but loses a couple seconds on average with a good time. It's very hard to get sub 20 goats with going left at the beginning. But generally, the goats behave a little bit better. Unfortunately, he got a couple Howards here. Oh, yeah, and he couldn't quite turn around that other one. See, this is... As soon as something goes wrong, especially if the goats go to the left of the barn, things can go downhill quite quickly. Yeah, we also saw Marco went right there, so he's demonstrating the other method. Thankfully, most of his goats went to the right, so you can see it's much easier to recover when the goats go to the right of the barn than when they go to the left. So now both the runners are almost even again. We're going to see Bo in a second here, because, if the gate and the goats weren't enough, we have to have more RNG. This game's early game is just absolutely brutal in terms of the things that you cannot control. Or just, like, hard tricks to pull off in general. I just noticed that Marco is playing on German, which actually saves a little bit of time because of a broken text box later, and also just like a little bit of time even without that. So I think I'm not sure how the timing works out compared to the Zora armor route, but I think it still saves like a couple seconds to play on German. It was a good first cycle for both of them. Yeah, and they're pretty much in sync now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's typically 6 seconds if you're talking about the fastest route, but I think with Zora armor involved, because D3 is running the Zora armor route, I think it loses less time to be on English. Of course, the route itself is going to lose D3 probably 30 seconds, depending on all the strats he does and how fast they go. Like, including the time from German and English. Thankfully, both runners remembered to save here. It's not too bad to, like, back that up, but if you forget to save there, you probably lose, like, 30 seconds or something later. So we're going to go into the sewers here. So it's pretty movement heavy. Typically, people don't lose a lot of time in here, but sometimes it can be a little bit mean, especially with like how the birds in the outside area behave. D3 failed box breaker. Dang. Yeah, I could definitely see this race being very competitive, but I could also see D3 like losing by over 10 minutes just because of like Zora armor mishaps. There's one trick that's like probably not too bad, but sometimes it can be a little rough, where you need to opponent slide across the gorge. And I was watching D3 practicing earlier, and he didn't seem to be doing fantastically at the unbuffered opponent slides. It's a nice little jump attack by Marco there. I like that. That probably saved a little bit of time. D3 is going to do... He's going to try to do Gorge Void. But, yeah, he is just doing Zora armor later. Instead of just skipping it. See, because the problem is, like, while you're doing the Zora escort, the bridge still isn't there. So you have to just slide across. I've been told that it isn't that bad, especially given that you can, like, item wheel buffer it, but, I don't know. I just would not want to do that, personally. Yeah, I believe there's not a ton of differences in early game until basically D3 gets to lake bed, at which point he's going to do a little bit of a different lake bed route. But I'm not super familiar with the Zora armor route. Pretty sure he also gets the Howling Stone in linear Twilight instead of after. Because the Zora armor route does not grab bombs, so it never goes down to Isa. So we have Sword and Shield skip coming up here. There are a lot of people, a surprising number of people who have messed this up in this tournament, myself included, so hopefully we won't see that many mistakes today. Hopefully none, honestly, but... missing this loses like a little bit over a minute, so it wouldn't be a death sentence, but it definitely would make it a bit harder to win. Yeah, so Hugo, you can push him into the right spot. Sometimes he doesn't want to cooperate very much. Oh, what did D3 do? What? What was... I didn't even see that. He fell off the bridge somehow? Did he, like, side hop? What did he do? He accidentally hit Hugo or something? That's really bad. I mean, that's gonna lose probably most of the time that he would have lost by messing it up. Probably, like, 45 plus seconds or something. I didn't see what he did. Hugo hit him at... Why was he hanging from the bridge? Oh, gosh. I don't understand that at all. That's really unfortunate for D3, because definitely would favor Marco in this run, and that is not going to help messing that up. Yeah, I figure it wasn't intentional, but I'm shocked that that could even happen. It's like a freak accident there. Anyways, Marco made it first try for Sword and Shield skip. So hopefully D3, even though he's lost time, doesn't like try to rush it too much here. Just so he can make sure he actually gets it. That should be good. Very nice. Oh, he tried to break slide. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so D3 is a bit over a minute behind now. I'm not sure the exact number here, but I believe it's like a minute 20 or minute 15. He can make up most of that time on Gorge Void if he gets Gorge Void and Marco doesn't, but it's just as likely, if not more, that Marco gets it and he doesn't, so... Definitely not a good position to be in here. But our runners are far from out of the woods in terms of early game time loss and tricks, so there's still potential. We'll see. That was a really good EMS by Marco. Very clean. We'll see if D3 can match it in a minute here. Marco is winning right now. He's ahead by like a minute 20 or so. He's actually having a pretty good run. The only problem with this run was the gate at the very beginning lost him like 25 seconds, so... It's just me on commentary. Alright, so D3 is gonna go for EMS here. Alright, let's see if he gets it. He does a different method, but it worked, so very nice by D3. That's definitely probably the rarer method, I would say, out of the two methods of doing EMS, but some people like it a lot. You basically just step into position and then just walk forward before doing the super jump. Yeah, so this part of the run is pretty consistent. You basically just run in circles and hit Skull Kid a few times. Not a whole lot to talk about here. It is like a nice downtime though, because you don't have to like pay a ton of attention, and it's good downtime between the last couple tricks and then like the next few segments, which are quite rough. Of course, Marco almost had a mistake there. That was pretty close. Yeah, and if you don't know, this puzzle is like always the exact same pattern. You can actually do it mirrored from this, so if you were to do these same exact inputs on Wii, even though the screen would be reversed, the puzzle solution would still work. So you could go like right, down, up, 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 left, left, down, 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 right, up, instead of what Marco just did. Yeah, so Marco got like basically a mid 21 despite having an awful gate, so that's pretty incredible, honestly. I mean, especially for a race, getting a 21 in a race is very, very nice, so. I mean, really, this race would be quite close if D3 hadn't just randomly fallen into the void. So I feel a little bit bad for D3 here, but it will. D3 did not go for backflip bit, as far as I could tell. I was watching to see when Marco would get through the gate, but I'm pretty sure he hung off the edge and did safety bit. Out of the people left in the tournament, we're probably only going to ever see Dean do like some form of fast bit in races. Yeah, Ethernet does it a lot, I think, in races, but he's not in the tournament anymore. No, Ethernet Dean also does it. Oh, you mean backflip bit? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dean does the side hop version in races. Alright, so we're gonna spend a few minutes here going off to get the portable flying machine. That's its official name. It'll say Sturm Boomerang or whatever on Marco's screen, but that's not its actual name. Nintendo has been lying to us for years. It's like in fine print. If you zoom in on the boomerang, it says what I said. Curious how many lantern swings Marco is gonna do here. He's probably gonna do it the fastest way. Yeah, absolutely. Very nice. Yeah, I have never seen that emote in my entire life, so I don't know what to tell you. Ah, these shadow beasts are being very rude to Marco here. I don't know. Quick spinning is also hard sometimes. There we go. It's a FFZ emote, so if you don't have FFZ, you won't see it. Alright, so that save that we made after Iron Boots is going to come in handy for Marco in a second here. Because he's about to do a trick called Back in Time Equipped so that he can get boss flags. This is another one of those things that can unfortunately waste a lot of time if you just can't do frame perfect inputs or like back up early and late frames. Okay, he got late frame on the save method. I believe he can save this because it's 1 frame late on the console reset button. So he should be fine here. Yes, okay. We see D3 doing an extra lantern swing there. So he lost a little bit of time to that, but oh well. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Okay, so he doesn't know the backup. Oh, there's a faster backup than what he's doing. That's unfortunate. Not everybody knows about the backup for that, but anyways, he has to do that again because what he did there is he actually didn't hold the reset inputs long enough before starting to press start to skip the cutscene. It looks like he got the bit again pretty quickly there, but that definitely is going to help D3 quite a bit. Ha, quite a bit, yeah. Anyways, the proper backup, if you do that, it's kind of hard to think of it in the moment. What you want to do is you want to like actually, I believe what you want to do is you want to go to the edge and then jump into the void and reset while you're falling into the void, and that'll give you boss flags. But not everybody actually knows about that. Anyways, regardless, Marco's still like 40 plus seconds ahead. Wonder if he's gonna go for the spider skip here. No, I highly doubt it. Definitely not. Yeah, so if the spider is nice there and facing good direction, you can just climb immediately. Yeah, that's your secret, Skyrus. You're always angry. There have been, like, some minor things found in TP, and, like, even within the last couple of years, there's been a fair number of route changes, just not in any percent. Like, the last thing found that helps in any percent, I believe, is just... I mean, there have been, like, a couple setups for tricks that have made it so that people go for previously discovered stuff more. But the last time save, specifically in the route, was, like, Forest Temple back in time. We used to, like, press B to jump off the castle rooftops and then, like, reset on a certain frame or something. But the way we do it now is faster. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the routes that text displacement allowed for saved more than 5 minutes in both Goron Mines RTA and I think also in Hundo. It's probably a bit more than 5 minutes. I'm not sure what the number is at for all dungeons, which finally seems to have a route for text displacement that's faster. Yeah, I don't think it's that much faster. It's like maybe a minute or two. I think there's like a trick required in that too that's hard. Which is why people haven't done that route. Something along those lines. Yeah, also, Ook was nice to both of our runners here. He can jump anywhere from like 2 to infinity times. So you definitely want to get some number close to 2. No, definitely they should not do small key skip. For reference, we have somebody in the TP Discord who has been trying to get small key skip like constantly for basically the past 6 months or so. And he still hasn't gotten it, so it's very, very tough. And it really doesn't save much time, especially if you don't do it super fast. Yeah, actually, I think the same guy has gotten Stallord skip more times. I mean, just by definition, more times than small key skip. The small key skip is in City in the Sky, but nobody seriously tries for it because it's basically impossible for a human to do. It's not like physically impossible, it's just nobody's pulled it off, and plenty of people have tried. D3 has been playing... Yeah, I would say he's been playing pretty well. The main problem is that he goofed up during Sword and Shield skip and got hit off the bridge by the Bokoblin. Or the Boblin. Hugo. So we're gonna see pretty soon here whether Marco and D3 get Gorge Void. Actually, if D3 gets Gorge Void, he'll probably be ahead by like somewhere on the order of 15 to 20 seconds. But yeah, it's just pressing A is this trick. It's a frame perfect A press, so it's definitely not the easiest thing in the world. I guess you also have to hold L Let's see if Marco gets it. No, he did not. That's unfortunate. Now that this is like a very good way for D3 to capitalize if he manages to get it. Yeah, Gorge Void is probably about 1:10. The number that we usually throw around is a minute, but I think that's right. It is a little bit more than a minute. So Marco's already lost a minute to, like, an optimal run in terms of just that trick, so we'll see what happens with the D3 here. And D3 gets it. Okay, so this is probably... D3's probably either even or ahead right now. I'd say probably actually about even. Assuming they pull off the same tricks like first try and they both have good movement, they'll probably be even at Vessel. It's my guess. I don't really like that dig angle, though. Hopefully he makes it work. Oh, what is he doing? Oh... He's probably gonna try to wait until the boomerang... Oh, no. He should have tried to wait until it, like, went higher up. Because he did get a target that was higher up later in that, but that's unfortunate. And that's a yellow, so he's gonna have to save warp here. Because he already has the text, so... He's back behind by, like, 1:10, assuming Marco pulls off the same tricks first try. Yeah, that's a really unfortunate way to lose time. That trick is, like, quite difficult, though, especially during races, I would say. Because, like, as soon as you're feeling a little bit of pressure and you're trying to aim really fast, it's just a disaster. Yeah, we'll see if he gets it the second time. The good thing for D3 is now, since he got 2 yellow rupees, and he's about to get a third, he's, like, way ahead on rupees compared to where he would normally be. So that'll save, like, 10 seconds or something. Maybe a little less than that. Oh, I think that's too low. Oh, no. So what he's hoping to get here is a blue rupee from this backup dig spot. He did get it. Now, this is very difficult to actually do well. You have to be extremely fast at aiming and getting in position, which he's just not doing very well. And honestly, that's not going to work. Oh man. Yeah, so that's the problem with that, is you can, like, actually get the aim. Also, Marco missing Pillar Clip. So both of these guys are struggling a lot right now. So if D3 had actually gotten that second try, he'd probably be ahead, but not anymore. Now, as I was saying with the backup strat, if you don't, like, actually target the fence, like in the background that you normally target when you're doing the yellow rupee method, then sometimes when you're doing the backup rupee method, it won't actually be in, like, a spot where if you do the LJA, you'll grab it. So typically, the best thing to do is to target the rupee, then quickly target the fence behind it, and then target the fence where you want to do the LJA. But sometimes, I mean, that definitely takes extra time, so it's hard to do. So sometimes, I guess it would be better to just risk it. Now, this should definitely work for D3 here. And it also looks like Marco is getting Pillow Clip. So, very nice. So D3 is probably still over a minute behind. Not sure exactly. I mean, it's definitely not fast to go for... Oh, God. He knows the backup, I presume. Oh, no. Oh, that is unfortunate. He should just, soft reset. He's not going to be able to get the text again. What is he doing? D3, you got a soft reset, dude. He's not seriously gonna waste, like, 30 seconds just to try the backup rupee, is he? That really sucks, by the way. I figured that might happen, but yeah. Okay, well, he's gonna have another shot at the backup rupee here, because he got a blue again. Yeah, no, this is just really unfortunate. I don't even know if that's gonna grab it. Okay, so he did target behind it, so no. Yeah, so there is a way to make that consistent, but you really do have to target the back fence, otherwise it's, like, not super likely that you'll grab the rupee going for the backup method. So that is, if you count all the backup attempts, that's, like, been 6 attempts for, D3 at rupee roll here. It's really sad. I can relate, though. I've definitely messed this up at least twice or so during a race. I think a couple times, too. It's not super easy. Aiming fast is difficult, and if you're, like, already annoyed because you've previously missed it, it's just gonna make it harder. I don't know if other people have this experience, but I know that, like, if I'm very well caffeinated, like, if I recently had a coffee, then, this aiming can be quite hard. Looks like you got it there, though. So, alright. Let's see if he can get it this time. His problem before is he actually did the LJA too early. The method that he did, I think you're supposed to wait for the boomerang to start coming back. Yeah, I would not have aimed that far left, but it worked, so that's good. Alright, so he's gonna try to avoid the King Bulblin 1 trigger here. And yeah, he's definitely lost, like, 4.5 minutes on this segment so far. Marco's probably lost 2. And they were pretty much even at Boomerang. I don't think the gap was very big. So my guess is that... Actually, I think D3 was behind by like 45 seconds now that I think about it going into this. So he's probably something like 3 minutes and 15 seconds behind. Yeah, that's my guess. It's about 3 minutes. That was really good movement to get to the gate, though. I'm impressed. Yeah, you can technically run a little bit further to the left than D3 is running to get this cutscene. I think it saves a little bit of time, too, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, if D3 had gotten Ruby Roll first try, he would definitely be ahead, because I think he was already going to be ahead by little, and then Marco missed Pillar Clip, but he could not capitalize on the potential time save, unfortunately. Yeah, and D3's route is a bit slower. It's probably not more than about 30 seconds if done optimally, but that's an if. I think it's technically supposed to be like 18 seconds or something. I could look this up real quick, hang on. Let's see. Okay, it looks like Gorge Zora armor. Gorge Zora armor looks to be about 18 seconds slower is what it says. So it's likely a little bit slower than that. And also he's going to lose a tiny bit of time to German text, but otherwise... Most of the amount of time he's losing to the route is drowned out by the amount of time he's behind right now. Yeah, that was definitely not good position prior to the side hop there for D3. Marco going really late on the Karkarock out of bounds. I'm assuming that's like a specific method that he does. Just looked a little funny, that's all. I'm not sure if D3 is going to go for it in the race here. It's really not that bad, and it saves like 8 seconds, so I hope he'll go for it, but some people don't want to go for it. They just prefer the consistency. I will say, that trick Karkarock out of bounds has gotten much better than it used to be. Used to like clip out of bounds at a different spot, and it was just hardly anybody went for it. And now it's in a much better spot, and it's much more lenient. Very good pillar clip by D3 here. Unfortunately, it took a little bit of time for him to like slide up the pillar there. Now, I don't know if he's actually going to make this loading zone. I think he will. Yeah. He kind of had weird boot smashing there, but it worked. Yeah, so actually, D3 is gonna lose, or he's not gonna lose a little bit of time. He's actually gonna save a little bit of time over Marco, in terms of the movement he's doing, specifically in lake bed. The route still loses about 18 seconds overall, but it saves a little bit of time in this spot, I believe. Because he's actually gonna get the Uku, after he fights Deku Toad, from what I remember. Which is, in fact, faster. Fortunately, he's having a little bit of trouble with the... There we go. Yeah. So, basically, just Morpheal. D3 is basically trading, doing the opponent slide over Gorge during Escort. For what's it called? For Morpheal without water or without Zora armor. That said, typically Morpheal is not too bad. Sometimes you can lose a little bit of time on Morpheal, but it's rare, pretty rare, to get outright killed by Morpheal. Marco did not remember that he had to equip the boomerang over the Uku there. Also, shoutouts to Marco for having the correct equips, including boomerang on Y here. Very nice. D3 chose this route. I think maybe, I don't remember if he thinks it's more consistent. I think he just wanted to do this route during races, and so he's generally stuck with that. But whenever he's going for PB attempts, he does the same route that Marco is doing. Oh, unfortunately, he did not get the one cycle on the Deku Toad there, so that's going to be another 30 seconds that he's going to lose. And, it's... Honestly, barring a Morpheal death, it's going to be pretty hard for D3 to catch up. Just considering how far behind he's going to be now. I mean, unless Marco misses Rupee roll here. But I think he's probably going to be fine at it. Yeah, I don't think that D3 has many problems with Morpheal now. But I think that used to be a thing. So he basically picked up this route and has just maintained doing this in races. And thank you for the raid, Swiftdyke. For everybody just showing up, D3 is probably behind by like 4 minutes right now. Assuming Marco gets Rupee roll here, which it looks like he will. Yeah, so D3 is actually going to go back and get the Uku now. Since he has Claw Shot, it's actually faster to go this way. But yeah, you can just Claw Shot over this little wall here. It's very, very nice. I mean, if you can actually Claw Shot it. There we go. Marco's afraid about DSS. Yeah. I mean, he might just not want to go for DSS. I'm not really sure what the point would be. I mean, he's ahead by enough time where if he doesn't die to Morpheal, he can afford to lose some time to DSS, but I would not recommend going for it. I say, even though I'm pretty sure I went for it in my last race. But my opponent had already forfeited by then, so... DSS is Death Sword skip. It's a super jump that you can do to save like 16 seconds if you get optimal RNG. It's really not all that difficult to pull off, but sometimes Death Sword can be kind of dumb. Or you can just flub the timing or like the positioning just by a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Although, if I were him, I would not go for it if I was, like, not ahead by more than a minute. That would be a awful way to lose a run. Well, not to lose a run, sorry, to lose a race. D3 does this a little bit of an interesting way, but it worked. Very nice. Okay, so to recap, let's see. So Marco, he failed Gorge Void, failed Pillar Clip once, and had a, he just had a bad, gate at the very beginning of the run. Otherwise, his run has been pretty good. Oh, right, he also, messed up Forest Temple back in time. So definitely not the greatest start for him. But, D3 has simply messed up more stuff. He messed up Rupee Roll like 6 times, if you count the other backup attempts. I guess it's worth noting that D3 has a rupee advantage here, where he can skip at least 1, if not 2 red rupees later on. Whereas Marco does not have a ton of rupees, but should be fine on rupees. That's frankly not going to save D3 more than about 5 seconds, though. You'd think it would save more, but really the rupee routing does not. change a whole lot in terms of time. Okay, so Marco is doing the new method to go for Wolfbaum House skip here. It's a nice setup, it looks like. Good heart lineup, very nice. Oh no! So he side hopped. He was trying to do a jump attack, I believe, up the ledge, and then he side hopped. And once the bugs go into the bomb house, you have to like go do the bomb house like you would normally do casually. And so that probably loses like 45 seconds or something. Really just an unfortunate outing from both runners here today. Knowing Marco, he'll probably still get like a low 3-something, but yeah, it's definitely not. Neither of these runs have been particularly optimal. Yeah, so D3, let's see, D3 had a bad goats early on, then randomly got hit off the bridge before Sword and Shield skip, which lost a bunch of time, and then failed rupee roll like 6 times. So it just ends up that failing the rupee roll that many times ends up being more than Marco has lost so far. Yeah, that was a pretty nice LDN for D3 up until when he got the rupee text from the yellow there. Honestly, not sure why he went for it, given that he already has so many rupees that he really doesn't need that. Probably just habit. It was a good backup by Marco there. That bug can sometimes be really rude, as we saw. Oh no. Oh god. This tier is very rude, too. This entire, like, last section of the Elden Twilight is just, not fun. Everything else about the segment is great, it's just that last thing. It's really unfortunate. Okay, so D3 is actually going to go for the human bomb house skip setup, which is safer, but loses like 6 seconds, I think, somewhere around there. Lost a little less time because he already had the boomerang equipped, though. Honestly, this Elden Twilight has been decent for D3. Oh, well, until that. Typically, people do a side hop off of that. He was trying to do a B attack, I think. I imagine that's a little bit more difficult, actually. Oh no, Marco missed the tier there. Oof. Yeah, so these Twilights usually aren't that bad, which is nice. I mean, they can be a bit annoying to like try to squeeze every second out of them that's possible, but it's really difficult to lose like multiple minutes on this segment, whereas on the Elden Vessel segment, it's very difficult. You can definitely lose a lot of time pretty quickly. D3 is trying to climb a part of the ledge there that he couldn't actually climb. Alright, I'm curious if Marco is going to do the waterfall side up here. I imagine he will. We'll see if he gets it. Yes, he's going for it. Okay. It might have been early. Oh no, he got it. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, what you really want to avoid on that waterfall side hop is going late. So if you go early, you probably lose like 15 seconds or something. But if you go late, you lose probably like 30 or something like that. It's not great. This bug is not being very nice. There we go. Also, D3 got the side hop in Linear Twilight at the beginning. That saves like 5 seconds. Marco is also not having a particularly great Linear Twilight so far. He's missed a couple tiers, and now the bugs were just not nice at all. So where Marco is right now, D3 is actually going to get the Howling Stone once he gets there. Just want to mention that ahead of time, just so that nobody is like concerned that he's going the wrong way. That's one of the route changes between Zora armor and no Zora armor. Well, specifically, it's between no Zora armor, or between Zora Armored Gorge and no Zora armor, or just basically between Zora Armored Gorge and every other route. Because the bite routes get the hidden skill from the actual first wolf that you're supposed to get. It really is kind of odd that there are 4 very like close together routes in terms of time. And they're all quite different too. So it's really a pick and choose what like time save or tricks you want to have. So judging by their splits, D3 is about 3 minutes and 40 seconds behind. But D3 is also... He's gonna save some time if he just does this stuff correctly, because Marco messed up a few things. Not a ton of time, but it is some time. Oh, okay. Woo! Yeah, D3 nearly gave me a heart attack, so he's probably not going to save much time given that he didn't go for the waterfall side up. And he almost failed the iron boots method too, so that was very sketchy. Good first bug for D3. Oh, he got both of them pretty quickly. I didn't see the first one, I only saw the second one. Yeah, okay, so D3 is gonna grab the Howling Stone here. This is just because he has to get a hidden skill from somewhere. And this is the only time that this particular route goes here. Like, Marco is gonna get that stone later. So it's gonna look like D3 is further behind than he actually is for a while, and then D3 is gonna catch up a little bit after that. Yeah, but again, I think after Morpheal, both of these routes are probably pretty close in terms of time save. Like, D3 is going to lose a little bit of time in Arbiters to not having bombs, but it's not a ton. And he'll lose a little bit of time in Hyrule too, but he'll save a little bit of time during the Zant fight in the Morpheal phase. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I've returned. Yeah, so I didn't see how Marco's boss bug fight went. I assume he did it correctly, so you can save a little bit of time. He probably showed off the strats, so... Yeah, Marco's gonna go grab the bomb bag now. So since he actually goes here after the Twilight is done, it's actually a little bit faster to get the Howling Stone now, rather than during the Twilight like D3 did. Again, the only reason D3 got the Howling Stone during the Twilight is because he's not actually gonna come back to the room that Marco's in now. Just because of the Zora armor route not needing bombs at all. Basically how it works is, instead of doing all the stuff Marco's gonna do right now to prep for Morpheal, D3 is just gonna go get the Zora armor instead. And it really doesn't lose all that much time whenever everything is considered. I actually think the route through Morpheal might be like a tiny bit faster than the route through Morpheal for Marco, but I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know the exact timings. I just know that when all is said and done, the route that D3 is doing is like 18 seconds slower. So hopefully Marco does not pull a Marco here. During one of the seeding races, he didn't drop all of his bombs out of his bomb bag. And then tried to grab the water bombs, which is very bad for routing. So hopefully he remembers to like actually drop them all this time. That was like a total fluke when that happened. This is really unfortunate. Yeah, so you should be fine as long as you... Yeah, there we go. Good, good. You just have to pay attention, because a couple people have done that before, and not everybody knows, like, how to back it up. It's actually kind of... I don't even know if I know how to, like, back it up correctly. I think you're supposed to, like, empty your bomb bag and then grab the ones from, like, right before Morpheal instead. And then you get, like, other water bombs somewhere else or something. No, the backup is not Norgor. Not in a race, at least. If it was a PB attempt, the backup is resetting. I don't think anybody would, like, try to save that with Norgor, because then you're still losing, like, at least 30 seconds, even if you get it, I think. The only reason that Norgor saves time is because you don't even drop the bombs at all. Yeah, I mean, it can be, but, I definitely would not back it up that way. You're gonna probably fail and then lose a lot more time. I think Marco was gonna, like, try to do the side hopping down a cliff thing there, and it just rolled off instead. I'm probably gonna fail. I probably would fail, since I have no idea how to do Norgor. Meanwhile, D3 is going to do the Zora escort here, so that they can get the Zora armor. Norgor is a trick where basically you can get the Goron bomb bag that Marco got just like a minute or two ago, by instead dropping like a normal bomb into the water during a cutscene, and then it can like actually make it all the way down. It's just really hard to pull off, so typically nobody ever goes for it. Unless they want to kill their run. Some people have. Oh, D3 he walked slightly too far forward, I think. Although maybe he knows how to do this better than I do. Oh, there we go, okay. I haven't done that clip in a while, so it's hard for me to, like, tell whenever people are doing it right or not anymore. Because HD does that every run. He's practicing some opponent slides here. He actually has to wait for the carriage to catch up to him, so plenty of time to practice just opponent slides. So he got 2 out of 3 there, so he's probably feeling pretty good here. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling pretty confident in D3 getting the opponent slide over Gorge now. He's looking pretty good at these slides at the moment. We'll see if he can get the rupee here. If you do this exactly right, then you can get the rupee during the escort. I'm not even sure he's going for it, though. No, he's not. It's quite difficult to do, and honestly, well, especially considering how many rupees he has, it really does not save much time. How do you do the opponent slide? So you hold R, and then the frame you let go of R, you want to press A. So there shouldn't be any overlapping frames, and there should be no frames in between, switching between those two inputs. So he's about to try it. So he wants to time this correctly. Good, okay. Unfortunately, he went a little early, but he got across the gorge, which is the important part. If you do it at just the right timing, then Epona will be across the gorge where you can get back onto Epona. So instead, he's just gonna walk around the King Bulblin 1 trigger again, and then get into position to do the LJA. I believe there's a double LJA here as well, but can be a bit tough. Yeah, so that was very nice by D3 there. He didn't. He ended up losing a little bit more time than he would normally from the route, considering he didn't get the perfect opponent slide, but it was pretty good. Also, I didn't see, is there a reason that Marco is on half a heart right now? He void or something? I'm trying to think, and I don't remember how he took this much damage. I was paying too much attention to D3's Zora Escort to see. But yeah, usually I think runners will typically have like 1 or 1.5 hearts at this point in the segment. But it definitely doesn't look like he voided on snowboarding or anything, because he's not losing very much time to his best. I'm not really sure what happened. Alright, so D3 has the Zora armor, so now he's just gonna go straight to Snow Peak. And directly from there to Moorfield. So basically, at this point, the routes are fairly similar in terms of comparing. So D3's probably like, how much would you say? I imagine it's like 4.5 minutes, I think, from here to Snow Peak. And then Marco is like 45 seconds into Snow Peak, so D3's probably like 5 minutes behind. That's my guess, at least. He's going to save a little bit of time on Moorfield, though. So it's not quite that much, and I think he saves a little bit of time on the movement back to Moorfield, too. So maybe more like 4 minutes, or somewhere around there. Yeah, typically we do an interview with the runners at the end, if they want to be interviewed. So if you guys have questions that you want me to ask, feel free to like let me know, especially closer to the end, because I can ask them. Okay, so Marco is on kind of low health here. His Snow Peak, I think, has been pretty good so far. But if he gets hit by Dark Hammer's Ball and Chain, then okay, he's fine. If he got hit there, then he would have died, which would have lost a lot of time. Yeah, so it's a little bit foggy in terms of route differences. It'll be easier to tell once both runners get past Moorfield, because then from that point on, the route differences, they don't quite balance out, but they're pretty close. So basically, however far D3 is behind at the end of Moorfield is pretty much how far behind he is. My guess right now is that it's about 4 minutes. It could be closer to 4.5. It's probably around there. I mean, assuming he does everything correctly up to the point that Marco's at. So Marco had a pretty good Snow Peak. Nice ladder. Yeah, I guess D3 saves small amounts of time from not having to drop water bomb, or not having to drop bombs, that is. You don't want to drop water bombs in this run. Unless you're swimming with them, in which case, go ahead. Speaking of dropping bombs, Marco is going to drop a few more here to empty his bomb bag before he gets the water bombs. And he, like most people, saves 2 to make sure he gets the stalactite. So you can miss, and then it's just not great. And it's pretty easy to drop one here, too, which is very nice. That's very, very nice movement by Marco. It's extremely stylish to get that jump slash. I've tried to get that for like the longest time, and I just cannot figure it out, but it looks so good. Also, I forgot to mention, he did the new lake bed route, I guess. So it saves a few seconds. And he didn't mess up the setup at all either, which is very nice. I'm surprised he did that without putting on the iron boots at all. I don't know how he did that setup, but that was interesting. I'll have to look into that at some point. Yeah, so D3 is definitely behind by over 4 minutes right now. But, I mean, if Marco dies to Morpheal, like, D3 is guaranteed not to die to Morpheal, unless he gets sucked up, like, 15 times. Oh, wow, that was interesting. He got the bug there. He should have enough air. Okay, he needs to... Okay, he should be fine. He just has to drop the water bomb pretty early on. He's not gonna rocket link, but he has to be very aware of his air meter here. Might mess up how he's gonna do this first cycle, but yeah, definitely no 1 bomb. Yeah, if he was gonna go for 1 bomb, he's certainly not going to go for it now. Meanwhile, D3, the god over here, is gonna get a 0 bomb. What a legend! It's truly amazing. Okay, okay, good. I was like, you better let go of the bomb at some point. Okay, so assuming Morpheal doesn't swim up here, he should be okay. And Morpheal's pretty low right now, so he'll probably be fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's gonna live. I was a little bit worried because he was gonna have less air getting to Morpheal than normal, but he should be okay. Now, Morpheal's swimming kind of high here, so this might not be... Definitely think he should go back down. Oh, wow. Honestly, I'm shocked that he did not get sucked up there. He was just fast enough, I guess. Wow. That's pretty incredible, actually. That was a really good recovery. Like, Morpheal was giving him everything that she could, and he still handled it perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's one of the... Sometimes Morpheal just does things that are completely out of your control. So you can die just because Morpheal is being mean, but it's pretty rare. That would have been one of the times where it might have actually happened, though. So yeah, Marco is definitely going to be a good bit ahead. Honestly, given how many things he's messed up so far, it's pretty amazing that this is going to be either a high 128 or a low 129 lake bed here. Nice bonk by D3. Yeah, I guess D3 doesn't actually have to get any of the red rupees and arbiters now. Interestingly, Marco's gonna skip this heart container. I mean, the only reason that you'd really want it is to make sure you don't die to King Boblin 3. But I think it's pretty unlikely that anybody actually gets hit by KB3, even though it's happened twice in this tournament. Actually, it might have happened in one of the seeding races, too. So, either 2 or 3 times, which is way more than it should happen. Like, JD lost to Zalux because of that. Yeah, 128.51 is pretty good for Marco. For a Morpheal time, given the mistakes that he's made. Obviously, he'd prefer to have a better time than that, but that would be a good time for me, especially with missing Gorge Void. And then, like, he also had problems with the gate at the beginning, and Wolf Bombhouse skip, and is D3 gonna get this? No. I didn't think so. But he had problems with Wolf Bombhouse skip and back in time equipped, and yeah, this is pretty darn good, all things considered. I guess his movement has just been quite good, other than, like, those fairly large mistakes. And D3 having a little bit of trouble with this. Okay, he knows the cue for this, right? No, he needs to go further. Okay. Worked, I guess. Oh, maybe the bridge is facing a different way from what I think it is. So maybe that's fine. I'm just used to having, like, a certain queue for getting into the bridge with Zora armor, and he was, like, way further right than the queue that I would use. I take it Marco didn't break the cutscene? Yeah, no. Sad. You can save, like, 2 seconds there if you get a nice cutscene. D3 doing a clockwise spin. My eyes will never recover. And before somebody comes into chat and is like, they're faster. Stimmer. I liked Stimmer first. Yeah, I have done, like, 1 or 2 clockwise quick spins in my life, and it was painful. Oh yeah, so you can go for the 0 bomb without any gap and regrabs here. It's very nice. Yeah, in fact, this is a double regrab, even considering... Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I know sometimes people go for the double regrab with Zora armor, because it really doesn't save all that much time. At least in HD, I recall it being, like, half a second. So, anyways, very nice for him to actually get it, though. Yeah, whenever I learned doing quick spins, I only ever learned them counterclockwise. Nice quick climb by Marco there, by the way. That one's kind of difficult to get sometimes. Nunchuck shaking... What did I just say? Nunchuck shaking intensifies. Yes. I think I said nunchuck shaking or something like that. It was great. Another nice little time save strat by Marco there. Imagine not being able to do multiple quick spins. Oof. Stop bullying Wii. I can't imagine how awful Stallord must be on Wii. I've heard it's bad to get the 1 cycle there, and just, yeah, no. Definitely not. Like, on top of that, Wii's route is harder to begin with, just because of like all the tricks involved on the fastest route. And you can't even manipulate your camera for sword and shield skip or like do normal setups for back in time. So it's a disaster. I'm amazed that people even run it at all. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Okay, so apparently D3 is about 5 minutes behind after Moorfield. Good to know. So you would have been under 4 minutes and 30 seconds if not for failing the boss key skip. So I was pretty close on my guess. Yeah, I know you do, Dean. Dean, you flex on everybody. Just know all of like the small time save strats to flex on people with. Yes, Dean can do the Wii solution for that. You can literally use the same inputs and it still works, Skyers. Come on, man. I already mentioned this earlier. You don't even actually have to think about mirroring the inputs. It's the same inputs. Oh, okay. I got r/whooshed over here. How many O's are we talking? 4? 5? Oh well. Yeah, nobody got Luis glitch. Sad. I think I mentioned that if you like press B at the right time there, you can save a couple seconds, but it's not very easy to do. Apparently some people have been practicing it. I don't really understand that, but anyways. Yeah, but Beast, it's like a 2-second time save. Meanwhile, you could like practice increasing your consistency at some of the late game dungeons. I don't know. I think that if you're trying to be efficient with where you're trying to practice to save time, that you would not spend a ton of time on the cat glitch there. Like, it's a lot quicker to learn, for example, to do Kargarok out of bounds consistently. Because there are pretty good methods that don't take a long time to figure out. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more justifiable now than before because you can, like, literally have a load thing right in the spot before doing the glitch, but still, it's like a lot of time devoted to saving a very small amount of time. Yeah, I didn't see the arrow dodge by D3. Did he actually skip the killing the Boblin at the very bottom? Because that's pretty cool if he did. Oh, he did a B attack to dodge the arrow. Yeah, that's one way of doing that. You can like B attack to hit the arrow, or to like spin it away. You can do a spin and then kill the Volin. I thought you were saying I'm pretty sure it is possible to skip. Oh no, that is unfortunate. That's really not fair for D3, but this game is mean sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Brawl tripping. Marco is going for the fast way to get through this fence here. Very nice. Sometimes that can be a little bit finicky, but that worked out extremely nicely for him there. Whoa. Wow, that's impressive. That was really good by Mark. Wow, dude. Crazy. That was excellent. I've never seen that done that well. That's just insane. Yeah, Marco is winning. Oh, right, you can't hear me. Never mind. Yeah, I have to say that Boblin camp was extremely impressive. Normally, runners do like a setup to get into position there, and he just like walked into place, which was amazing. And he like didn't angle his jump attack at all. He just went for it. Yes, he did just walk up slowly and LJ. He really did though. I'm honestly surprised he didn't get a best there. That was like so good. uh, he almost like insta claw shotted that. That would have been great, but unfortunately, sometimes the game is just a little bit mean about the hitbox there. I hope you guys enjoyed all the ladder climbing on D3's end there. Climbing in general is like unnaturally fast in HD. It's kind of hilarious. I actually went back and watched an old PB I had, and I saw a part where I was like climbing on vines, and it was crazy. I was just like, wow, there's no way that Link moves that fast on the vines, but he really does. Yeah, I don't remember how much time this saves on D3's end to swim over to fire. It saves probably a couple seconds or something. Unfortunately, he did not get a nice cycle with the like house floating up and down. So you had to wait a little bit longer. Also, he is really not on much health here. I have to say, I'm shocked that he didn't grab the heart after Morpheal, because I... Oh, right, it's because he voided an extra time in MDH, that's why. I was trying to think, like, why his health was so bad. Marco almost just got owned, by the way, and D3 is about to die, so that's interesting. So whenever Marco did that LJA, that Moldorm like jumped after him and nearly hit him out of midair at the start of the LJA. Would have been possible for him to get knocked into the sand and then he would have voided or something. Yeah, well, hopefully hopefully D3 is gonna save. He might not, and I wouldn't blame him, but he probably should given his health. I mean, if he gets hit by an arrow, he's dead. So, or if he gets hit by the boars here. He's not going to, but if he did. Yeah, so that was the human movement through the fence there. Billy doesn't lose very much time. He's pretty fast. Pretty good Ho 4, I think. Oh, no. Oh, he still got it. Marco had, like, a little bit of issues there, but he fixed it, so that's good. Alright, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a fire arrow would one-shot him anyways, considering he's wearing Zora armor. So this is kind of gutsy. That's pretty good, though. Assuming he doesn't get hit by King Boblin, then he'll be fine. He's definitely going to want to grab the heart next to the chest in AG, though. I think there might be one if you, like... That was interesting. Use, like, alternating quick spins there. There might be, like, a heart right underneath the claw shot target in the opening room. So I don't know if he's gonna get that. I think that, like, one of those skulls does have a heart. So we'll see. That was a really cool claw shot by Marco there. Super fast. His movement has been, like, just really good throughout this run. He's probably saved a good 2 minutes on movement alone compared to D3. Because, like, he's been steadily gaining throughout most of this run. Even besides, like, the tricks. Okay, so I don't know if there's a heart in one of these. He's gonna skip it, though. That's really dangerous, especially considering that it's very easy to get hit here. I think they only do a quarter, though, to human link. Okay, well, he dodged it anyways. There's a heart over by this chest, though, which is nice. And he can get another one right after doing Po1 skip. There's a skull with a heart there. Actually, this makes a big difference. He has to not be, like, not have Link hunched over whenever he's going for Po1 skip. No, he saved, like, 2 minutes on movement, I think. Something like that. To D4. Knight D4. Anyways, yeah, so He should have enough health here to do Po 1 skip, I think. I'm pretty sure 1.5 is fine, whereas like 1 heart or fewer is not. 4 minutes on movement to D5? Huh. Is he gonna get this rupee? Oh, he did. Definitely not the best Po 3 room for Marco. But it'll work out. Alright, let's see D3. Oh, nope, he didn't get it. He might void here too. Okay, he didn't. Hopefully he knows about the, yeah, he should still be okay on health. Hopefully he knows about the thing. The heart. For some reason, a quick spin doesn't actually kill these guys, which is strange, because I'm pretty sure 2 slashes do. Very nice. So he did not grab the heart there. There's another heart after Po 2 that I'm guessing he's gonna grab. So he should be just fine. He just has to pay attention to his health a little bit. If you know where the hearts are, it's really not too hard to stay alive in AG. Yeah, Marco got the quick climb there, going up to the boss key. You have to be careful. It's very possible to get the quick climb there and just immediately fall out of bounds. So, definitely would not recommend going for that. But on accident, it's very nice to get. Oh. Kind of flubbed the movement there. Oh well. Yeah, so he definitely can go for DSS, and it sounds like he's going to. So I guess we'll see what type of RNG he gets on Death Sword here. D3 skipping the rupee, very nice. So Marco was trying for a strat there that can save like half a second, and he probably did not save any time, because he flubbed a couple hits in there. Death Sword is going the wrong way here. We'll see if he gets stuck. No, he doesn't. Very nice. Not doing the slash either. Should work. I'm just more comfortable doing the slash. Very nice. Yeah, that was excellent. He didn't even buffer. That was pretty incredible. Marco is just too good. So just for reference, whoever wins this game goes on to play Beast in the losers round 4. So that should be an interesting match, no matter who wins. It's probably going to be Marco. I definitely would not want to run against Marco. So, yeah, he did do DSS, and it was pretty darn good, so... Yeah, in fact, the only reason Marco is in this position right now is because he lost to Simikins earlier in the tournament. Which, I mean, he just had a bad day that day. And Simi also played quite well. So it's just a confluence of factors put him in loser's bracket, because, you know, anything can happen in this game. But he's definitely one of the better runners in the tournament. I mean, if just looking at PB, he's probably like, what is he, like in 3rd or 4th place or something? Yeah, this tournament has gone on so long that, like, I cannot really predict what's going to happen in any of these matches, because, you know, people who are really consistent early on in the tournament probably, I mean, they haven't been playing as much, so it's just, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, this has been going on in terms of tournament matches for, like, what, almost 2.5 months now? I think just a little over 2 months. Oh yeah, Beast, I didn't read it that way, don't worry. Yeah, he should make it back to the spine here. Very nice. Yeah, that was good instinct to go for the spine still. He knew he had just enough speed to make it. Your run in your next race might take 2 months? What do you mean? That's a long time. We should just, like, take exponentially long and increasing amounts of time to schedule races. So there's, like, 7 rounds of matches left, I think, or something like that. So we just, like, schedule this current round in, like, 1 week, and then the next round in, like, 2 months, and then the one after that in, like, a year, you know, and so on and so forth. Oh, I gotcha. I don't remember how big the delay is, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so D3 is doing slightly different movement here to kill these guys with the ball and chain. It's pretty good. You do that a little bit faster, but that was not that bad. Yeah, I think Marco had like a low 256 whenever he raced against Simikins, so he's definitely gotten better. But he was already pretty good, so I don't know. Like, his PB is improved, but I'm pretty sure he could have gotten the type of PB he has now back when he had a 256, because you have to be pretty darn good to get a 256 in the first place. Yeah, so you saw from D3 what can happen if you miss some of the B attacks too many times. The safer strat that loses like half a second compared to optimal B attacks is, or maybe it's a little bit more than half. I'm spitballing here. The safer method loses like, wait, I already said that. Sorry. Gosh, I'm so tired. The slower method is to basically do the jump attack and just press A repeatedly. Yeah, the safer method. I gotta talk about the safer method. Just say safer method like 15 times until it has no meaning anymore. Good God. I'm sorry, my brain is like just fried. Okay, I just saw the 2 hours thing, so it's like 20 seconds at least delay. Anyways, what is D3 doing? Um, yeah. So that was kind of funny. D3 didn't actually void from holding the ball and chain until he was holding the ball and chain. See, when he threw the ball and chain, it didn't cause him to sink in the sand, but as soon as he held it, it did. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I figured D3 hit the wrong button. That can happen sometimes. Hammer space? I've never heard of this before. What is hammer space? Oh, right. It's like a pocket dimension for heavy things. I gotcha. Yeah, same thing with Link's iron boots. Or like the magic armor when he has no rupees. I mean, but this game is not logical in any way. Oh no, D3. He went just ever so slightly too early. That's sad. Yeah, I know everybody like talks about the iron boots thing. It's like you don't get weighed down until you put on iron boots, but they never talk about how like Link can survive being claw-shotted across voids, or how he can fly with the boomerang, or how he can refill uh water. He can refill his air meter with the water bombs. Or how he can like suddenly gain speed by simply standing on a spinner. Like how does that work? It just starts moving by itself. It's not like he's kicking the ground just to get more speed. It just moves. Like, isn't the thing where the spinner starts spinning faster just a violation of rotational inertia? Or whatever it's called? Is it angular momentum? It's angular momentum, right? Sorry. Physics buffs are all mad at me now. Yeah, how does he move because of a control stick? Like, how does that work? Yes, I said momentum. Specifically angular momentum. Like, Because of angular momentum, the spinner should not be able to just spin faster because Link crouched. That's not how that works. Angular momentum. Yes. Have I ever tried crouching on a spinner? No, see, I'm not quite small enough to do squats on a Beyblade. You know, unless they made like a life-sized one, or not even. That's because the real ones that are in life are life-size. Whatever. That was a pretty cool LJA by Marco there. Beast calling me out, man. But yeah, every time that Link claw shots here, it should absolutely break his arms. And it doesn't. And nobody bats an eye. Because they think that the claw shots are cool. Also, there's like no way that Link can wield the Master Sword like that with one hand. Like, how well balanced would that thing have to be effective with like that long of a sword? Stop criticizing the game. Come on, man. I'm not criticizing it, I'm just pointing out, like, whatever. The whole purpose of this exercise was basically to say that nobody should care about any of this stuff. It's just that people only complain about the Iron Boots thing, which I just find hilarious. Okay? Yeah, and these physics violations are true of all Zelda games, and they're fine. It's just that, like, people are very selective to, like, what they talk about, that's all. You'll kiss my eyes instead of bat. Why do they call them keefs anyways? They're like they're literally bats. Like, come on. And they have different names for birds, even though they're just birds. It's ridiculous. This is a heartfelt reunion in chat between Bat and or not between Dad and Dad. Oh my god, I just said Bat. Amazing. We too have different names for birds, but we call bats bats. Like, are there any bats that we don't call bats? Like some version of bat. I'm now imagining Keese playing baseball. This is incredible. Like, they have their uniforms on, they got the little baseball hats, and then they're swinging around a baseball bat, you know? It's great. It's so great. This is a fantastic mental image. Is Keese playing baseball? It's incredible. Speaking of, like, ridiculous creatures, look at these man chickens. Wow. I do not believe for a second that they could fly by themselves with those tiny wings, let alone fly carrying Link. Well, Marco's ahead, but he's, you know, also a body. Oh no! He fell off. Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't know the backup. Whatever. That's unfortunate. Probably didn't lose more than 20 seconds there, though. Oh, well, now it's gonna lose more. Yeah, I think Marco is like far ahead. He's got to be like almost 10 minutes ahead or something dumb like that. No, that can't be right. Hang on, what am I saying? It's definitely not that far ahead. 7 minutes, maybe? Maybe a little bit under. No, probably about 7, yeah. Yeah, he's ahead by basically half of City and Sky. And the first half of City in the Sky takes about 7 minutes, so... of course, he might not get first try Rolfo skip, so... This is not a super easy trick. He's probably gonna get first try because I said that. Maybe not. Oh, you got it. Very nice. Yeah, you have to aim at, like, 1 pixel specifically. Thankfully, you can line it up pretty easily so that you don't have to aim left or right at all. But the up and down part is quite difficult to do, especially under time pressure. Yeah, I'm looking at Marco's splits, and it's suddenly bothering me that Nimzo didn't wait an extra second before finishing his world record run. He could have had the 2:53.53, but no. Ah, well. Pretty fast aiming there by Marco. City 2 is pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's a palindrome time, but still. There's been a long history of, like, same minute and, like, second marks. It's like a meme, but anyways. I was saying that City 2 movement can look pretty cool, so we'll see probably pretty good movement from Marco here. Yeah, it was pretty good aiming. That's just so fast, dude. Marco is just a god. It's kind of interesting. Most people go to the left side of these, I think. So it's a little odd to see somebody go right. Of course, he's also doing the 2 single LJAs method. It's quite interesting. It's another thing you don't see every day. I hope everybody was taking notes. There will be a test on this tomorrow. You all have to wake up at like 5 in the morning just to make it on time, you know? That's right, you didn't realize that by watching this stream you were signing yourself up for a test. Ha ha, mwahahaha. Thank kidding. Yeah, so Marco doing the smart thing, aiming towards the inside of the second to last thing he was claw shotting there. Second to last fan. Makes it much easier to aim for the last claw shot there. It's more consistent on the right, that's interesting. Nice rob shot by Marco there. It's kind of low, though. Will he go for cool game? That is the question. Or rather, will he risk cool game? Yeah, this is a kind of interesting thing. Some people go up on that pillar while waiting for Argarok to come around, and you can also just stand right next to the pillar. But people just do some stuff like a little differently in a bunch of places in this game. Neither way is faster, they're just different. That was a sort of sketchy LJA by D3, but it worked. Oh, he didn't actually... I don't think he had to move from where he was for the LJA there. Also, yeah, the Void was unfortunate. Definitely would not have gone for that LJA again. So this LJA, this first one, I know some people have practiced this and are pretty good at it, but rolling around is the same speed as this first LJA in the room that D3 is in. I just want to point that out, not to, like, criticize anybody, but just to let people know in case they don't know that, because I didn't know that for a long time, and I kept losing tons of time in this room from failing the LJAs. Alright, there we go. Good job by D3. You mean you don't need to aim for the second LJA? Is that right? Yeah, that would make sense. I do wonder, like, how many people have timed doing that compared to doing the double LJA. That sounds interesting. Nice blonk by D3 there. D3 is being very cautious about this jump here. He's fine, though. Pretty good Argarok fight so far from what I've seen on Marco's end. D3 going for a Rolfo skip, and he got it, very nice. So first try from both runners, that's pretty impressive. I definitely did not get it first try at my last time. That is not an easy trick. Sometimes it feels really easy, like you can have good days, but still I think it's objectively kind of difficult. Alright, so there's what, like, 40 minutes left in the run. Optimally. It'll probably be a little bit over 40 from here, but I don't know. Apparently that City 2 is pretty good. In fact, he very nearly bested... Oh, he doesn't split until he leaves City. Interesting. Or no, until he gets the save screen. Huh. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Marco's best possible time right now says 2:58.16, which is honestly pretty incredible. Oh, he got an auto split. Right, okay. Yeah, I've never set up an auto splitter for this game. I had one on HD, but you have to like manually set up using like the thing that looks at OBS, I think for certain still images or something like that. And it's a lot of work. I know there are a couple people that do an auto splitter though. Like I'm pretty sure Bruggles has an auto splitter. Pretty sure. Maybe it was Zach, I don't remember. Anyways. Yeah. I don't really think the result of this race is very much in doubt at this point though. It's fairly likely that they'll be probably at least 8 minutes apart at the end of the run. I think I said I could see D3 losing by like 10 minutes, although this is not exactly how I saw it happening. The Ruby roll stuff was quite unfortunate. I thought he was going to struggle more with the opponent slide, but he seems to be pretty good at that. Wow, that was... Huh. Yeah, D3 almost aimed too high and missed the fan entirely. He would have lost like 20 seconds or something, because I'm pretty sure that's how long it takes for the fan to spin all the way back around. Yeah, so Palace is pretty straightforward. I mean, you can lose time in Palace, but it's like only in very specific spots, really. Most of the time, the rest of the dungeon's pretty easy. It's just there's like one room in Palace East Wing at the very start of it, just not very nice. And then there's a couple rooms in the second half that are annoying, but other than that, it's pretty much just like walk forward, throw a sol, do some quick spins, do like a little bit of aiming. Really not that bad. That probably characterized most of the run. Walk around, do some aiming, do some quick spins. I guess do an LJA. And basically you've just described like 80% of the run. Incredible. Nice L sliding by Marco there. Saves a little time pretty much everywhere he does the L slides. Meanwhile, D3 is doing pretty well in this Argarok fight. Okay, so everybody's favorite room is coming up for Marco. It is a room that goes by many names, none of them positive unless they're sarcastic. Maybe masochists enjoy this room, but outside of masochists, basically nobody likes it. An interesting way to keep the keys from hitting you. That's basically what he was trying to do with the boomerang there. It was pretty good movement, good spawn too, so it was a very clean room. Yeah, you can see he actually waited quite a while, as far as I could tell, on doing the jump towards the middle, and waiting there makes the cycle much nicer and much more manageable. You didn't quite get the claw shot in time there. It's unfortunate. Phantom Sant was a little bit trolly with the sound there. I mean, I don't think he made any, like, discernible sound on either of those cycles, which is kind of rough. Alright, so D3 is about to enter Palace of Twilight here. Apparently he actually golded his City 2 split. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, so this room is also a little bit dumb going back. It's usually not too bad. I think we've seen a few times people fall down here during the tournament, though. So it definitely happens sometimes. But yeah, Marco did it perfectly fine. Wow. That was great. He lost a little bit of time grabbing that, though. It was pretty crazy, though, to, like, immediately aim at the spot where the heart was. Yeah. Because, unlike on HD, the hitboxes for, like, aiming at various things are smaller on SD. Generally speaking, especially with the hearts. From my experience, at least. So it's definitely harder to grab hearts in this game with the claw. Especially since you don't have gyro either, so you can't make, like, small adjustments very easily. Yeah, he needs he needs more than 2 hearts, optimally, for the second half of Palace. The thing is, he can get a free heart, that's guaranteed in this next room. Which you also have to aim for, so it's not super easy to grab, but it is free if you can get it. Doesn't waste any time. And then some of the other things, typically you drop hearts, so... and I know the pot next to the Zant head that's like way out of the way outside drops a heart fairly often. So that can also help quite a bit. Nice bonk. That's great. Yeah, if you try to go up more than one step at a time, you bonk. There we go, we got that hurt too. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that that boomerang went out of bounds. If you target really close together targets, I think you increase the risk that it doesn't go out of bounds. Yeah, so there you got another random heart. Like I was saying, they drop fairly commonly. This is like, you know, it... Or if you know where the hearts are, it's really not that bad. Also, there's like, usually strats you can do to not take any damage where you would take damage otherwise. The one place where you kind of, like, have to take damage is the void outside. I think there's an LJA back over, but it's kind of dumb. Or I guess you could just take the platform back, but that'd be slow. But, like, they're pretty fast strats for not taking damage, falling down from the boss key here. That really don't lose a lot of time. Like, you could spin her off the top, which... I don't know exactly how much time to lose. Probably, like, less than 5 seconds between the equip and the amount of time it takes to get all the way down. And then there's another one where you can just, like, side hop halfway down and then jump off that platform. Yeah, I didn't actually see if that pot dropped a heart, but that drops a heart most of the time if you I almost said if you kill the pot. Yes, pots are living creatures, guys. They have souls. I guess that just makes Link a gigantic murderer, you know? Also, yeah, I just noticed D3 is having problems with this room. Pretty much get to see problems with this room at least once a race at this point. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It's just such a dumb room. Basically, everybody hates it. I can't stress enough how dumb and stupid this room is. Like, you can even practice it a ton, and you'll still mess it up. Like, he can't even get to this Zant head in time. It's a good spawn, though, for the second one. I didn't see exactly how much time he lost there, but it looks like a good bit. Yeah, that's a pretty cool LJA there. You don't actually have to do that LJA to make this cycle. It just is one of the various ways you can save time and make it more likely. I'm pretty sure it's possible to do this. It's difficult, especially without gyro, but it's possible to do this room and make the early cycle without any LJAs at all. Like, I'm pretty sure Bug Limit can do it by just talking to Midna, and then just... I don't even remember if you have to, like, use Iron Boots. I don't think you do. D3 is going for the claw shot here. That is technically faster, but in practice it's slower because basically nobody lines it up fast. Nobody lines it up quickly. Adverbs, how do they work? Now we have a kind of meaningless... that you can one-shot the shadow enemies. Well, now you'll definitely realize we're gonna make sure that you have to do this like 5 times just to make sure it's just drilled well and good into your head that you can kill these guys in one shot. Good grief. Thankfully, the next room is much more fun. Zant fight is really a great boss fight. Yeah, it looks like Marco can still get a sub 3 here. Still has to play pretty well and get like a not horrible Zelda, but it's very doable. His movement is just that good, though. Oh no, D3 missed the platform entirely. Oh, that is just sad. Thankfully, yeah, that's a pretty good backup there. Yeah, D3's run has definitely not been up to his standards, I don't think. But he wasn't going to win this race anyways, given how Marco is playing. I mean, I don't think it's reasonable to expect that D3 would be able to get a sub 3 in a race. I mean, it's technically possible, but I don't know. Like, Marco even made a lot of early game mistakes, and it's still... he still might get sub 3. This is technically a spot where Marco could lose a lot of time, but he's not going to fail it because it's pretty easy. And he has 6 water bombs, so yeah, no, he's fine. He could game over here like 3 times and still be okay. Or, I guess twice and still be okay. Also, nice D3 voiding during the cutscene. Amazing. Yeah, so you can manipulate where Zant comes out, like on these Zant heads. So thankfully that helps a lot in trying to do this with water bombs. Alright, only a couple more phases for Marco here. Meanwhile, D3 is starting out the giant tower climb. That first throw definitely missed. That second throw might have missed too. Oh wow, I'm honestly shocked that both of those managed to go in. I absolutely thought that was gonna miss. Well, yeah, Marco is at a higher level, but Marco's also had, on occasion, runs that were, like, you know, at least close-ish to 305. I mean, that's how he lost to Simikins. Is he had, one run with slightly more mistakes than, well, a good amount more mistakes than normal. So, I mean, it can definitely happen, but, definitely not with the way he's playing today. What were those targets? I've never seen those in my life from D3 there. Now the Keys are owning him too. Sad. Yeah, I think D3 would be playing better, except that he's just kind of... It doesn't really care anymore. This game has just been mean to him all day long. Alright. Well, Marco gets to go to Hyrule now. That's nice. Yeah, he can definitely get a sub 3. For sure. For sure. He has, like, probably a minute of leeway overall in terms of movement and Zelda. I mean, his best possible time suggests he has slightly more than that, so... We could definitely see a 259 here. 258 is probably not going to happen, though. Meanwhile, D3 is probably going to get like a 308 or 309. I'm guessing a 309 at this point. Good aiming by D3 there, though, to get the claw shot target. Everybody get your squids in chat. Yeah, I think D3 is definitely going to finish his run. Once you get this far in the run, pretty much nobody just doesn't finish it. Like, I've reset to the really dumb room before, but I don't think I've reset this far in, ever. There's really no point, because, like, you're talking about an extra 20 minutes. Also, she was a kid, now she is a squid, and she's going to go back to being a kid. Oh no. That's unfortunate by D3. Man, Palace is really just kicking his butt right now. What is that? Oh god. That's a little bit, Oh yeah, I forgot Splatoon 3 is a thing. I'd totally forgotten that even was gonna exist. It still seems like a little early, but I guess it has been a while since Splatoon 2. What's pretty suspect? The game is out for your blood. Yeah, I gotcha, D3. It's rough. Really? It's gonna be 5 years? Wow. I feel really old now. I remember when Splatoon 1 came out. That wasn't... It feels like that was hardly long ago at all, but was that, like, 2013? Or something like that? 2014? Yeah, it just seems... It's crazy. If you think about it, Breath of the Wild is over 4 years old now. It's just nuts. So, I think there was some other game that I was thinking about recently where I'm like, how is it possibly that old? Like, A Link Between Worlds is 8 years old. Not quite 8 years old. It's pretty old. It is crazy to me, you know? Like, if you think about it, when did TP come out? Like, late 2005 or something? I don't remember the exact time. Don't sue me. It's either 2005 or 2006. Anyway, so this game's like 16 years old. 2000. Okay, so it's like 15 years old. Whatever, close enough. You know, so there's people in high school who were born after this game came out. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, there you go. There's people in chat born after this game came out. Oof. Yeah, Marco didn't get the backflip. It's too bad. It really doesn't save a whole lot of time, though. It's a few seconds. Oh. Jerome is lying to me. Rude. Trying to remember what game it was that I was thinking of. That's pretty old. Anyways, Marco's doing well in this Dark Nut fight. That was really good. It's really good. No, not Pong. Keep going, though. You may eventually name whatever game it was I was thinking of. You know, just like Tetris, you know? I don't know, man. Oh, I wasn't thinking of a game. I was thinking of, Yeah, I was at some point during like the NCAA tournament, I was trying to remember when it was that Florida Gulf Coast made a run, and I was like, yeah, that was like 2017 or something, and apparently it was 2013, and now I feel like an actual fossil. Pretty crazy. You're a gamer, name every game, and you better not miss iCarly 2. I mean, come on, man. Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii. No. Although that probably is pretty old at this point. I do remember Coney 2012. I think there actually is a video game called iCarly 2. It has like some title to it. Anyways. Or subtitle, that is. Oh, man. Oh, God. Guys, are you ready for the exploding hawk coming up here? Because I am very, very excited. Like, how did that hawk deflect that arrow? Honestly, what did it do? Did it literally grab it out of midair and then just immediately drop it? There we go, the hawk exploded. That's amazing. This thing right here, this hawk, is like the most overpowered thing in the Zelda universe. It can fly while using bombs. It's like as powerful as Majora's Mask Link. It's amazing. Or Ocarina of Time Link, for that matter. Or Breath of the Wild Link, for that matter, as well. I mean, think about it. If Link could just fly on that hawk, then he could super speed launch, obviously. I actually haven't kept up with any of the names. They probably have, like... Because they've had 17 different types of speed launch, or something like... Okay, I'm obviously exaggerating, but they have had so many different types of launches in Breath of the Wild over time that they're, like, all describing some form of launch, and they're just, like, the same acronym, too. It's pretty amazing. Like, they had stasis launch, then, like, super speed launch, then, like, Boko bounce, then bomb impact. Anyways, it's just crazy. Meanwhile, Marco is doing the tower here. This is a pretty good tower. It's really fun to practice this, because it's pretty fast and feels really good to do. Oh yeah, wind bomb. I forgot about wind bombs. Or is that just bomb impact launch? I don't even remember, dude. These terms, there's like too many of them. At least they're more descriptive than Back in Time is. Because that is definitely not descriptive at all. I mean, it was descriptive for a while, like when people were first discovering it, but it's definitely not anymore. Like, for those who don't know, the reason that name is what it is because the original way that people found that was they were, like, resetting on the Wii console through the Wii menu, while, like, drowning in the sand. And so they were at Arbiter's Grounds, and then the game put them into the King Bulblin 1 fight. And so they're like, oh yeah, we went back in time. We're gonna call this Back in Time. And now it obviously doesn't actually have anything to do with time travel. That everybody calls it Back in Time now. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was 2004. Wow, that's so old. It definitely does not feel that long ago. I'm pretty sure that Marco is on the correct number of cycles so far. I think. Yeah, he is. I can tell. He's like actually counting out the numbers. I'm listening to his stream, and yeah. So this is going to be the 6th attack here, I think. And then the next one, he should be able to get the lightning ball. That'd be a pretty darn fast Zelda. So close. It definitely is probably going to get a 59, despite this, though. He has a lot of leeway to still get us up 3, even if Zelda trolls him for like another half minute. No, you would not find a way to lose if you weren't Marco, unless you literally don't know how to do the Ganondorf fights. Dude, those Bokos are just staring at D3. That's amazing. Wow. He's just sitting there. He's like, bro, are you gonna keep missing me? Alright, yeah, so Marco has what looks like a 2:59.18 best possible time, so, barring, like, oh, okay, never mind. Well, maybe now he might miss sub 3. That was one of the things that could happen that would make it so that he would miss it. Because the number of portals he's gonna get right now is random. Wow, he almost was too close to Beast Ganon there. War. Nice. Alright. In position for the second hit. Yeah, horseback Ganon can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but usually it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Very nice. Brilliant. I have to popularize this. That was pretty cool whenever I saw Beast doing that. It's a really good way of like counting out the hits, actually. Alright, so he's done enough damage where he can just do a B attack here. So he can, yes, so he can definitely still get a sub 3 here. He needs basically a perfect horseback Ganon. But he should have about like 12 seconds to spare here. So even if he gets like a bad pattern, he should be okay. Or even if he misses like maybe one shot. Does Beast Ganon have thumbs? Yes, he does, actually. And so does Midna. That's why it works. Alright, let's see if you can do this. You got a bad pattern. I'm assuming he knows how to back up the bad patterns. Like, this one, if you just wait a while before dashing, then you can just have Zelda aim. So, and same for this one. You just don't want to dash very early. Or actually, no, that was nicer than I thought it would be. Nice. I didn't see when that hit was. Damn. I was gonna guess what time this is gonna be, and then I just didn't. I wasn't paying attention. Apparently his best is just not very good here. Unless I'm, like, missing something. Oh yeah, German doesn't have to press A here. So you can just keep the text up throughout the fight or something like that. It's pretty cool. Anyways, just 3 jump spins, then he's done. Should get a sub 3. It's pretty crazy, given, like, some of the things he messed up early game. No iron boots, though. Sad. Alright, that was a 2:59.40. curious if he's gonna come in for an interview or not. I don't know, Chad. Do you have any questions you want me to ask either Marco or D3? Because I'm probably gonna get to ask some questions in a bit here. So just let me know what you guys want me to ask. Ask Marco how his day was. All right, I can do that. Although I'm not sure that he's gonna come in for an interview because he hasn't popped in yet. So if you wouldn't mind throwing his next match, I'll ask him that too. Okay, it looks like he is gonna pop in. So we'll see him in here in a minute. Yeah, so I think D3 is gonna get like what did I say, a 309? That's probably about right. Unless he messes up some more stuff, he should be fine. But yeah, that's really cool to see another sub 3 in a race. They're, they've happened a few times during the tournament, but they're not like super common. Okay, he's in the waiting room now. Hello.
Hey.
So that was a pretty good run.
Yeah, thanks. Sub 3, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, I was really impressed given like some of the things that happened in an early game.
Yeah, I was thinking like it was gonna be a bad run after like Pillar Clip, Gorge Void, and stuff. But yeah, I guess I've been getting solid with the rest of the run now.
Yeah, I was looking at your movement throughout the run. It's just like really clean.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, pretty happy. That's my first sub 3 in a race.
Oh, really? Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I haven't done that many races, and the ones I did, I choked really bad usually. So, still happy. I
Gotcha.
feel like if I play against someone like Case Master, like Zach, I need to play better than this probably. But
I gotcha.
that was good.
Yeah, well, you have Beast up next, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That can be a really, really good match for sure.
Yeah, that should be really fun.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
apparently, yeah.
Well, you can go ahead first.
Yeah, I heard D3lighted has some trouble with Gorge Skip, which was what made me pull ahead, I guess.
Yeah, so he got Gorge Void, and then he messed up Rupee Roll like 6 times if you count the backup strat. So
Damn.
yeah, it was a lot.
I guess he was super nervous.
Yeah, and I think once you miss it once, you like the nerves increase, and then aiming gets harder.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm super scared of Sword and Shield Skip, because that's the worst trick in the race for me. It's like right at the beginning, and if you mess it up, then you get super nervous.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's
Yeah.
definitely not fun.
Yeah.
So I asked chat if they had any questions for you, and they wanted me to ask how your day was. So how was your day?
My day was very, very good, thank you. Yeah, not much to add. I actually practiced. I didn't practice too much because I run every day, and but I did practice Beast Ganon, a new movement that I do, but I messed it up.
Yeah, you were doing the side hop method?
Yeah, the side hop thing.
Yeah, it's too bad. I was worried that that was gonna make you miss sub 3, but
Yeah.
it ended up being fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope the race was good to watch, even though it was not that close. Sometimes TP can be rough to commentate, I guess. So
Yeah, well, it's harder to do as just like one person.
yeah,
But it wears on you after a few hours. Anyways, I was
yeah.
just
Thank you
glad
for
that this got to be put on ZSR, because like this would be a really good match, and for
Yeah.
it not to be on ZSR, that would have been like ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope the match against Beast is gonna be restreamed too.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as you give them notice, there
Yeah.
will be
Yeah, we'll do that.
stream open.
Sorry
Yep.
about the short notice.
Oh no, it's fine. Beast also wanted me to ask you if you would consider throwing your next run.
Alright. Is it okay if I throw it as much as I threw this one, or is it not enough?
I don't know. That's a question for Beast.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I threw a little bit early game. Could have been
Yeah,
worse, I guess.
I mean,
like it was
so
still a 50 vessel.
yeah, you messed up pillar clip once, and then the gate trolled you at the beginning, and you had the bite mishap. You just
yeah,
not
the
hold
void?
the
Oh yeah, right. The bite. Yeah, because I didn't hold the reset long enough.
yeah. So I don't know if you know, but if you do that, it's actually you can instead of soft resetting, you can like jump into the void and soft reset during that, and you'll get boss flags.
Yeah, my chat told me that you mentioned it. Apparently,
Okay.
I actually knew that you could void and do something. I just never did it, and I didn't exactly know what to do. So you just void and reset as soon as you void.
Yeah, I've never personally practiced it, so I don't really know the timing, but I think it's like, as long as you don't get the bit frame and you reset while you're voiding, you get boss flags.
Oh, so you just need to void anywhere in the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, guys. It's a good backup. It's probably faster than just doing the trick again. Still, that should never happen. Like,
Yeah,
I've almost never done that mistake ever.
I did that once and I was just like, it feels so awful.
Yeah.
So you recently got a PB that's like a low 254, right?
Yeah, like a week ago-ish.
Yeah.
A bit more than a week ago. 254.20.
Yeah, it's just crazy how many people have 254s now.
Yeah. And it's crazy how, like, Demon, myself, and Nimzo could get a low 253 now.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if there are any more world records during Wolfdash this year.
Yeah. I'm trying my best to get a 253. It's tough. It's really tough. With the RNG elements, plus you need to play well, and then when you're nervous, it's super hard to aim properly and do, like, pixel shot. That trick is so hard when you're nervous, dude.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I guess D3 is about to finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should get a 309 here.
Yeah, what Zelda did he get?
I didn't actually see.
Hmm.
It looks like he lost like 30 or so seconds to best, but I mean that's mixed in with his tower climb.
Oh yeah.
All right, there we go.
All right.
3:09:45.
GG. Yeah. So he played safe and got the tunic.
Yeah.
I guess he does that every race.
Yeah, I think every race that he's done that. But whenever he's doing PB attempts, he does the same route you do.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense. My Morpheal was actually kind of scary.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I forgot to ask about that.
Unlucky. Yeah. I got the weird thing where the ball, the eye teleports.
Yeah. Yeah, you had really low air entering the second phase.
Yeah.
Yo, D3.
Yo. Hello.
Yo, GG.
GG, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. Fucking Ruby roll.
Man, this game was just mean to you today.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It's whatever though. It was rough. Yeah, it was rough. It's all good. Oh man. Well, now that I'm done with Wolfdash, I can go for sub 3, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going back to HD, so you know.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
You gotta bop me again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going back to HD, but I wish you the best.
Thanks.
You gotta save what, like 8 seconds to get sub 3?
Yeah, 8 seconds.
Damn.
Oh, it's
mental
block.
8 seconds. I'm at 3 hours and 7 seconds. It's just like, I've had like multiple sub 3 pace runs, go to Palace and die at Palace, and it's rough, but just almost there. Let me think. I had like 3 runs died a platform room, the Mario room, or like the moving platform rooms, and then I had one run die to early platform room, and then I had another run die to Morpheal's Ant, so getting closer.
Damn.
Yeah, it's alright though.
I think I had a 3 and 19 seconds before I got sub 3 also, and I struggled with Palace also. Yeah. I know the pain, but you'll get it. You'll get it for sure.
Definitely believe I can do it. It's just hard. It's a mental block.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
I wanted to try to make this race close, but I just got trolled over, honestly.
Yeah, I guess I had a shot at the beginning. I failed a few things, Pillar Clip, Gorge Void, but then the Gorge Skip thing, I guess you got nervous after failing it once, and then...
Well, D3, I also had a question, like, what happened with the Sword and Shield skip thing?
Okay, so I was like luring Hugo over, okay? I was like, yeah, let's just do some break slides for fun, you know, because why not? And I ended up, like, my control stick legit, like, freaked out, put me on the bridge, and then Hugo knocked me off.
Oh my god.
it was
so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, just trying to do some break slides, you know, but, you know, yeah, it's whatever.
I can't even break slide. I've never learned it.
All right, we good to wrap up?
Yeah, sure.
I think so,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so I want to thank our runners. Thank you, Marco and D3lighted, for the awesome race. Thank you, Jaquade, for the awesome commentary, and especially doing it solo. Coming up in this tournament, we apparently have Simikins and Kedges. Don't ask about how I said that. Doing their winners bracket quarterfinals on Friday, but I don't know the time yet. I need to get that onto the schedule as soon as possible. Right now, over on the main ZSR channel, we have a Zelda 2 randomizer Max Randall tournament match between Trowzet and Chromaticalism that we're going to go raid in just a moment. Coming up this week, on just some highlights here, on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Skyward Sword randomizer Winter 2021 tournament finals game 1 between Gymnast 86 and Lepilog. And on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Elite of the Past NMG Tournament Winners Bracket Quarterfinals between Error and Andy. So, pretty hype matches on the schedule for this week. Hope you find something you want to watch. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you had a fantastic time and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!
Thanks. Bye.
See ya.